shibashi time. I know it's bank holiday, but I'm still here and doing my practice. What I have done today is, let's zoom in a bit closer. Waiting for some people to join us. I've actually put the eyelash filter on today, so I don't know if it's going to freak people out or not. My eyes don't actually look like this, but I thought we'll have a bit of fun. It's Christmas, so eyelash filter is on today. While I'm chatting away before we start, if you've got your spiky balls, then have a roll out of those feet, especially if you've been wearing some silly shoes over the Christmas season. Do say hi if you're online so I know who's out there. Hi Jane. I hope you had a good Christmas. We're not going to do too much today, so I know that will please some of you. If you're full of cheese like I am, seems to be the main staple of Christmas. I'm going to do a warm-up as usual, and then we'll do just one slightly longer set, so we'll try and get it on 8 breaths, and that'll be it for today. So what I've also done is put up a link to a yoga session that's running through January on YouTube. That some people might want to do. It's concentrating on breathing, so if you are interested in yoga, the breathing is very much the same as we're doing with shibashi, so it's breathing from the belly. I'm going to be doing that through January, so if you've got a bit of stress issues going on, it's a really good one to sign up. It is a freebie, so you can do it at home every day through January and try and sort out that breathing. Unfortunately, we're not going to be back at class for a while yet. The hall is shut again. We're now in tier 3 here. So it's going to be carrying on like this. Hi Pauline, nice to see you. Yes, we had a lovely Christmas here. Beautiful sunshine. We actually had sunglasses on out here because it couldn't have been better. It was glorious. We had my sister on Zoom, so she joined us and we all managed to pull our crackers at the same time, which was pretty cool. So yeah, hi Janet. So if you're watching me chatting, have a roll out of your feet if you've got a spiky ball, or if you've got a tennis ball. Try and get the feet a bit mobile before we start. I have been painting. That's my jobs at the moment. So we're tarting up the kitchen. So I put a mist coat on the new plaster yesterday, and I'm going to be carrying on with that today, hopefully, if it's not too dark. Trouble is, when the weather's like this, it's really difficult to paint properly, but hopefully on my undercoat layers it'll be fine. Anyone wants to know the colour? It is overtly olive from Dulux that we're going to be putting up in the kitchen. Hi Carrie. So yeah, glad to see a few of you today. I'm going to do also, I've posted up on the Facebook links, I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live on New Year's Eve, starting at 7 o'clock, and for anyone who doesn't really know about Facebook Live and how these things work, it's exactly like you're watching me now, except we're not going to be doing Tai Chi. I'll be sat nice and comfortable, probably with a little glass of port, and wittering away, hoping some people join me and ask some questions, and then as questions and comments come up, I can interact directly with you. So as I can't imagine anybody's going to be hitting the town for New Year's Eve, we're all going to be at home, so if you want to escape for a little hour and have a chat, or if you're on your own, then just pop up and have a bit of a chat with me on New Year's Eve. So that's coming up to end the year on. If you missed earlier, I've got a filter on today on Facebook. It's the eyelash filter. I can only wink with that eye. I don't know if anyone else can wink with both eyes, but I can only wink one-sided. I don't know what that says about me. So winking is not part of the shibashi. The warm-up is, so we're going to do a warm-up and then a slightly longer set, 8 breaths, concentrating on the breathing. Remember, check out the yoga link I've put up if you want to work on your breathing. There's a brilliant 30-day YouTube classes that are coming online that are free to do, and they're all concentrating on breath work. So I'm going to stand up and roll my feet out. I did put lippy on today because I put it on for Christmas Day and I thought, oh, I've missed wearing my lipstick. So I'm going to be wearing it around the house. Otherwise, it's just too depressing. Life's too depressing without lipstick. That's my my New Year's resolution. Be digging the lippy out regardless. And I've got lots of colours that don't really match the red hair now, so I'm going to be using those up. Little colour clash. So if you've got your ball, just pushing down and forward, toe to heel, you're creaking. That's the ball, not me. So going from the ball joints of the foot through to the heel, as much pressure as you can, 3 or 4 times through each foot, changing sides, working those feet. Try and get them moving a little bit. And then lose your ball. We got no cats today. They've retired to the winter salon where the fire's been lit most of the time. Don't know if anyone's got snow. There's snow about. I think we had a bit of sleet overnight looking at people's cars, but the ground's so warm it's just melted here. Okay, so nice and relaxed, feet facing forward, soften those knees. No tension through the body, trying to get a neutral spine. So a slight tilt back of the pelvis. And we're just going to move the head from right to the left. Going from one side, slowly round to the other side. Start to stretch that neck out. Drop the chin. And just rotate half circle, going from one side around to the other side. And then we're going to bring the head back to center. And just keep the head still, move your eyes. So we're going to look up, down, right and left, up, down, right and left, up, down, right and left. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and let them drop. Bring them up, let them drop. One more, coming up with the shoulders and let them go. Then one shoulder to the air, let it go. And the other one, let it go. One shoulder and the other shoulder. All right, we'll take the right arm, the whole arm's coming forwards and around. Gently circling that arm around. As big a circle as you can comfortably manage. Then taking it back. The little pied wagtails are out here today in all the puddles, bobbing about. Changing arms, circle the arm forwards and around. I can see some people popping up, arm back and around. Can't see who you are from here, but I'll have a look when we finish the warm-up. And then hands coming into the front of the shoulders. You're going to circle the elbow forwards and around. Carry on getting a bit of movement in that shoulder. And then circling it back. And the other one, circling forwards and around. And taking this time to think about your breathing, how the body feels. Take the elbow back, circling back. Calming the mind, slowing that breathing. Drop the arms. We're going to swing them around the torso, so it's like you're warming yourself up on a really chilly day, and you're going to swing the arms around and tap the shoulders to the front. Firm tap, swinging them around. Let momentum take those arms around your torso. And then we're going to stretch through both sides of the body. So stretching long, it's one hand up, one hand down. Pushing up to the sky, reaching down to the ground. Turning the head to the side to look up towards the back of that top hand. You stretch long through both sides of the body. And changing sides. So reach up. Stand back a bit, can't see my hand on there. Turning the head but looking up with the eyes, so not throwing the head back, don't want any tension in that neck. Holding it for a couple of breaths, changing sides, reaching up, pushing down, thinking length through both sides, so we're not side bending at all, just getting long and tall. And the other side, reaching up, and pushing down, trying to get those hands flat if you can. And stretching across the chest. So it's a bow and arrow stretch. You're going to point one arm out long, point that finger, turn the head to look down that long arm as you pull back across the body, stretching through the front of the chest. And maybe if you're tight, you feel the stretch across the upper back. And changing sides, so pointing out one arm long and then pulling back across the front of the body, looking down that long arm towards the pointed finger. And drop the arms. We're going to bring them out to the front, soft at the elbow and soft at the wrists. We're circling both hands inwards. So it's just moving at the wrist joint. Make sure you're not tense through the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed and down the back. And then circle those hands around the other way. Then we're going to make two strong fists with the knuckles facing away from you. Big stretch out of all those fingers. Back into fists. Another big stretch. You're trying to get as much space as you can between each finger. Back into fists. One more. This time imagine I'm pulling every finger, trying to pull them right at the sockets. Get them as long as you can. Relax the hands. Turn the right hand palm up. Gently pull back on the fingers to stretch out the inner wrist, so you're straightening the arm if you can. Bringing the arm slightly lower or slightly higher, wherever you need to feel that stretch in the inner wrist. And changing sides, so palm up and a gentle pull back on those fingers. Then heels of the hands going into the lower back, pushing down and out, kidney wiping, pushing down and out. I'm going to turn around for those of you who need to see it from the back, pushing down. Try and get this movement quite fast if you can. We're warming up the lower back, we're working the shoulders. We're encouraging the blood supply into the bottom of the back before we start moving it too much. Wherever your hands can get to, don't worry if they don't meet each other, wherever you can comfortably get. Release the hands. I'm going to circle at the waist. So this is the imaginary hula hoop. keeping the feet flat to the floor. You're circling around one way. And then we're going to circle back the other way. Starting now to get a bit of movement down to the ankles. And then back to centre, down to those knees. Going to give the knees a good rub in and around the knee joint. Now if you don't need to look at me, make sure you're looking towards the floor so you're not stressing the back of the neck. And a really good rub into the knees. It's probably the only time you actually touch your own knees. And then if your knees are okay with this, we're going to have fingertips on the knees and circle both knees in. If this hurts at all, just keep rubbing your knees. And then circle them out the other way. Ankles are starting to move now. Fingers on the knees, we're going to look up to the right. Come back through the centre, look to the left. Working from one side to the other. Do one more each side. And straighten back up. Right, we're going to start now on the ankle work. So you're going to lift the right heel up. Circle that ankle round one way. Trying to keep the ball joints of the foot down flat on the floor. And then circle it back the other way. Changing feet, so up onto the ball joints of the foot. Circle the ankle. This is where you really notice the difference between legs. And back the other way. So your leg bone's moving up here in the hip joint. And the ankle's rotating. Back down. I'm going to lift the right foot, the right heel up. We're going to circle it again. Circle one way. And back the other way. Drop the heel, other foot. Circle in one way. I'm doing this twice today, just so you can feel it does get easier the more you do it. Back round. Dropping the heel, we're in a heel tap to the front. So bringing one foot up, heel towards the opposite hand. Heel tap into the front. Remember, the top half of the body's not bending forwards. Just bringing that heel up, somewhere near the fingers of the opposite hand. And then exactly the same, but we're heel tap into the back. So again, you're not leaning back to reach that heel. That's better. You might find one foot easily touches and the other one feels like it's miles away. It slowly gets closer the more you do this. Okay, back to feet facing forwards, and take the right foot half a step forwards, and we're just going to lift and lower the toes. So lifting those toes, lowering them down. Really gentle calf stretch, lifting and lowering. Now you're lifting the whole foot, not just the toes, even though I'm saying the toes. One more, lift them up, lower them down. Turn the whole leg so it faces to the side. You stay facing forward, so you're turning from the hip, knees pointing out the same way as the toes. Lift and lower. Lifting up, rocking back onto that heel, stretching out through the side of the leg. Stepping back, other foot, half a step forwards, lift and lower. try and hold the lift so you start to feel that calf stretch before you drop the toes down. Turning the leg out to the side, lift and lower. Hope you've got some nice Christmas presents. Stepping back. Last of all, marching through the feet so it's toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in. Ready? We're going to go quite fast on this. Toe, toe, heel, heel. Out, out, in. 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 One more. Out, out, in. Right, warmed up, ready to go. So if you missed the start of the class, we are just going to do one shibashi set today, hopefully on about 8 breaths, so it'll be a little bit longer than I sometimes do. Hi Margaret, and hi Connie, good morning. So as always, make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids. Again, if you missed it, I'll put the eyelash filter on this video today, just for a bit of fun. So I hope it don't freak you out too much. If only my eyelashes really look like this. Yeah, I had to put socks on. Was that for the ball, Jane? Or because you've got cold feet? Right, I'm going to take this off now because it would annoy me. Flapping about. Okay, feet facing forwards. We start as always in Wuji. So it's important we take quite a few breaths in this position. Feet facing forwards, hip bone distance apart. Arms are soft and relaxed. So we're not looking at straight rigid arms. You've got a nice slight curve to the arms. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Elbows are soft. Hands and wrists are soft. Fingers have a little bit of space between them, slightly curved. Slow that breathing down. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can, if not in through the nose and out through the mouth. So soft at the knees, equal weight in both feet. Make sure you're not gripping at all with the buttocks and give that pelvis a very little tilt backwards. Try and get some length through the front section of the body. And keep the spine in a neutral position. Head's relaxed. There's a golden thread pulling you up a tiny bit taller through the centre of the crown of the head. As you slow that breathing down. Now Wuji roughly translates into a state of nothingness. So you're stilling your body. It's the same class in real time. For some people, this will be the only time of the week that they actually stop still. And breathe. As you're breathing in, the breath's coming in to fill the whole body. So the stomach expands on the in-breath. All the muscles relax. And as you breathe out, starting with a tiny bit of pelvic floor from the front and back, up through the stomach muscles, squeezing all that air out until the rib cage finally drops and you're on empty. Then you breathe in, letting everything go. And breathe out. From the pelvic floor up, squeezing all that air out. Okay, we're going to step out to commence. So stepping out to at least shoulder width apart with those feet, making sure they're facing forwards. Soften the knees. Remember, as you go up and down, you keep the knees back behind the toes, and we want 70% effort. So as you breathe in, straightening up through the legs, hands coming up to shoulder height, and then you breathe out, lowering back down. Breathing in. And out. Now remember, this commence move is also called the horse stance. So you might want to imagine yourself sitting on the back of a horse, winning the race. Slow motion. So we're going to try for about 8 breaths for each move. And coming back down. Broadening one's chest. Breathing in. Arms coming out and wide. Breathing out. Remember, don't throw the arms too far back. You don't want the chest popping forwards. Gaze is looking forwards, very slightly down. Breathing in as the arms come up, out as they come back down. Last one, I'm just going to shuffle myself a little bit that way. Okay, dancing with rainbows. Coming up, going to one side, sinking into that leg on the in-breath. And then the out-breath. Turning the head from one side to the other, keeping the eyes following that active hand. Breathing in. And out. That's 3, 5 to go. Breathing in. And out. Top hands coming over to rest just in front of the crown of the head, almost touching. Bottom arm staying bent, palm facing up. You turn the head to the side. It's like you could read a page from a book. Remember whether that was 6 or 7, so we'll do 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Bringing the hands back to centre, circling arms. So dropping down into those knees, crossing at the wrists, breathing in as the hands come up, Turning the palms away, lowering back down on that out breath. Breathing in and out. Knees behind toes, breathing in and out. Try not to circle the hands too fast. We're trying to get at least 5 seconds on that in-breath and on the out-breath. 2 more to go. Breathing in. And out. Okay, hands are coming to the waist, palms facing up. Twist waist, swinging arm, taking an in-breath as you turn to the side, reaching away, hand coming up and over, breathing out, palms cross over each other to the front of the body. Turning to the other side, breathing in, hand comes up and past the ear, breathing out, hands just cross each other, they don't touch. Breathing in and out. Try and make sure you're not holding any tension through those hands. Breathing out. And only turning as far as you can comfortably go around to the side. Feet have stayed still, they've not moved yet. Breathing in and out. One more to each side. Rowing a boat. Hands facing behind you, breathing in, arms coming up, breathing out, lowering it all down. Backs of the hands face behind you as the hands come up. And then the palms towards the floor as they lower down. Breathing in. Think about keeping those hands, especially up through the thumb joints, nice and relaxed. Breathing out. And in. Two to go. Coming up. And out. Feet have stayed flat. No movement in the feet yet. Holding a ball. So you're going to take one hand and the same leg. You're going to lift up the heel, hands palm up. Reach across that body on the in-breath. Turn the hand, back of the hand comes back across the body on the out-breath. So raising up one heel high, and if you can, the heel on the standing leg lifts as well. Breathing out. So taking a breath in. And out. eyes following the moving hand, whichever one it is, as the palm reaches away, and then they follow the back of that hand as it comes back across the body. Next, not bowing forwards though, it's just turning from left to right. Keeping the eyes fixed on the moving hand. Breathing in as you come up and out as you drop down. Do one more to each side. In breath, coming up. Out breath. In breath to balance up the sides. And out breath. Carrying the moon. Heels stay flat, hands come to the front, but carry on the way you were moving. Breathing in and out. So you've got this big inflatable beach ball between those hands as you breathe in to the side and out to the centre. Slight curve in the arms. Breathing in, turning the head to the side too. Breathing out. Make sure these hands don't come too close to the front of the body. Carrying the moon or looking back at the moon. Nice, smooth, fluid movement. Last one coming up. Breathing in and out. As you come to centre, bring the arms in on that in-breath, but carry on turning. Twist waist, push palm. Breathe in to pull the hand back. Breathe out, push the heel of the hand away. Breathe in, pulling it back. Feet are still flat and facing forwards. Twist waist, push palm. Now remember, it's the outside arm that's pushing away. And we're not fully extending the arm, so as you push that heel of the hand away, the arm's not going dead straight. Coming back. It's starting to snow, wet snow here. Now as you push the hand out, we're going to change to playing with clouds. So pushing the heel of the hand out, palms coming towards the face facing you. Take a breath in, turning both arms round to the side. Change the arms over, breathing out. So 8 of these all together, breathing in. Changing the arms in the gap between the breaths to breathe out, coming back round. If you get confused with your arms, it's the top elbow leading the way. Breathing out. Your eyes are focusing on the palm of that top hand. Trying to keep the forearm parallel to the ground, so don't let that top elbow drop. You need to bring the arm down lower. The top hand is about 2 fists depth away from your face. Bottom hand's a little bit closer to the torso. And anyone with their thumbs in the air, don't do it. Keep those thumb joints nice and relaxed. Alright. Turn into the side now. So whichever side you've ended up, you're going to drop the arms down and take that leg half a step forward and turn it so it's facing out. We're now working out over this leg. Lifting the back heel, bringing the arms up, dropping that heel, lift the front toes. So scoop in the sea, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Make sure you're not locking out the knee on that front leg as you lift the toes up. And scoop in as far low down forward as you want to. And coming back into a little bit of extension if you fancy it. Breathing in. And out. Scoop in the sea. And then looking up to the stars. Last one to this side, we're going to change sides. So as you breathe out, bring the arms down, step the foot back, turning the other leg. Breathing in, heel coming up. Breathing out. And in. And out. Make sure that back standing leg is facing forwards, it's not turned. Keeping the move smaller if you need to. So if you're struggling with your balance, struggling with your shoulders, little breath in and out. So keep that circle smaller. Wherever you're comfortable. Remember, we're at 70% effort. Breathing in. And out. Last one. Breathing in. And out. Stay in this side. Hands coming to the front. Pushing the heels of the hands away. Breathing in as the hands come back. So we're playing with waves. And breathing in. Out. Try not to speed up too much. Only reach as far forward as you can balance. Keeping those elbows soft so you're never straightening the arms here. Concentrating on the breathing and the balance. And changing sides as you breathe in, hands come into the centre, turn the standing foot straight and turn into the other side. Breathing out and in. I'm getting off camera a bit there. Breathing out, that's better. And in. Playing with waves. don't be at all surprised if you find one side much easier to work on and balance. We've all got a favourite. None of us are symmetrical. Doing everything at this slow speed, you become much more aware of your strengths and weaknesses within the body. Okay, this time we're going to change to spreading wings. So you're going to push the hands out, turn the palms to face. You take a breath in, the arms are coming out and wide. Breathing out as you reach forward, and in as you pull back. Another one, check your thumbs on this. Keeping soft hands and arms. Breathing out. Now these hands aren't touching each other, they're only going to shoulder width apart. Breathing in. So if you're not sure, think about at least a 12-inch ruler between those hands as you reach forwards. Don't bring them any closer together than that. Breathing out as you reach forwards. In as you pull back. Last one to this side. Breathing out. Take the in breath, arms coming wide. We're going to change our feet around and spreading wings to the other side. Breathing in. Out. Rocking through those feet. Lifting the back heel as you reach forwards. Dropping that heel, raising the front toes as you come back. If your shoulders are starting to complain too much, bring the arms down a little bit lower. Last one. Breathing out. And then in. Coming back to face forward. Straighten those feet up. Make sure you're still shoulder width apart. You haven't brought your feet in too narrow. Elbows coming into the sides, making two fists. The knuckles facing upwards. Soften those knees. Take your breath in. And then as you breathe out, you're going to punch away. Breathing in to pull the arm back. Breathing out. And in. So we're turning the hand as we punch away on that out breath. Breathing in. This is good, strong, powerful arms. Breathe in to pull it back. Breathing out, and again not fully extending, so you're keeping soft at the elbow. As you punch away. Dropping the hands to the side of the body. Release those hands. We're flying like a wild goose. So with soft knees, little fingers to the front of the side of the thighs. Hands relaxed and soft. You're going to breathe in. As you come up onto the toes, bringing the hands up. And then lower back down on that out breath. And step back a little bit so you can see me better. Breathing in, up onto the toes. Breathing out, lowering back down. Breathing in. And out. Looking forwards and slightly down, help the balance. Remember, you're returning the hands to the side of the thighs. We're not doing anything fancy to the front. And try and work on the slow lower back down. Slow and controlled. Breathing in. Up onto the toes as high as you can manage. Breathing out. And in. One more. Take a breath in and out. Heels stay down, hands face each other, palms of the hands facing. Going to take a breath in as you come up with the hands, circling arms like a spinning wheel. Breathing out as you bring them back around. Take a breath in. And out. So keep your head still if you're doing this version, but if you're going the whole way round, take the head with you as you breathe out, bending at the waist, breathing in and out. Change direction at the bottom on that out breath. Breathing in from 3 o'clock through to 9 o'clock. And then breathing out. Try not to speed up too much through the bottom of the movement. Breathing out. Come back to the middle version of this. Breathing in and out. Hands coming down, we're going into bouncing a ball. Come a little bit more forward now. Feet facing forwards, take a moment to steady yourself, sort out your breathing. We're going to go opposite hand and leg. So you're either doing a heel lift, a knee lift, or a knee lift and a heel lift. Whichever version suits you. Breathing in, leg, hand, and a little heel lift. Breathing out. And in. Bouncing a ball. Breathing out. So remember, think of that invisible bit of string attached between the knee and the hand, or knee and the wrist, so it's moving at the same time. Breathing in. And out. At least 3 more to do. Shifting the weight from one side to the other. Now remember, if you're not comfortable, you haven't got the balance yet to lift that knee, then just lift the heel up. Get the motion for the movement. And we're coming back to centre, feet facing forwards. Press palms. You're going to take a breath in. Bring the palms of the hands up to the nose. Turn the hands to breathe out, lowering everything back down. Have a check that those feet are facing forwards. Breathing in, straightening up through the legs, thinking long and tall. Breathing out, lowering back down. Press palms, gathering all that energy up, collecting it up. Turning the hands, pushing the energy down to the centre of your body. Breathing in. Calming everything back down. You've challenged yourself, you've been working hard to take this press palms movement to concentrate on slowing up. Double checking the breathing. Making sure as you breathe in, the belly's expanding. As you breathe out, you're squeezing that air out from the bottom, going up. Last one, take a breath in. And out. I'm going to bring the hands up into soft prayer position. Bring the feet closer back in together, still facing forwards. Settle down, centre line of the body. Left hand and right hand onto the lower tummy, just below your tummy button. Close your eyes and take some long deep breaths in and out. So as you breathe in, feeling that tummy expand beneath the hands. And as you breathe out, squeezing the air out. Stomach shrinking, the rib cage drops. Breathing in, letting everything go. And breathing out. Make sure you're not gripping with the buttocks. Shoulders are relaxed. Hands are relaxed. Thumbs are relaxed and down. Head's balanced. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. And out. Okay, thank you everyone. Well done. See you all bowing at me, the other end of the camera. We are gonna, we'll do the cool down really quickly and then I'll have a look at what everybody's written. So rub those hands together. Nice and brisk. Going to take all that energy we've been moving around our bodies, rub it into the face, in and around the face. This is called dry washing. Anyone who's interested, back of the neck, and then into the scalp. We're going to give the scalp a good rub and a pummel. Wake your back up a little bit before you carry on with whatever you've got planned today. Going to tap down the outside of both arms. Big strong tap down the arms. Up the insides. All the way up. Then from the bottom, outside of the legs, all the way down to those ankles if you can get there. Up the inside, right up between the legs. Then we're going to wipe outside arms, wipe it away. Inside arms, wipe it away. Outside the legs, a big wipe all the way down. And then inside of the legs, wiping from the top down. And you're done. So, let's have a look. Okay, what have we got? Whew. That's brilliant, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did. So that's the last online session for 2020, which I think we can all agree has been a bit of an unusual year, to say the least. So a big thank you to everyone who's stuck with me through this, and the new people who've come along, who've heard from their friends, and to all the relatives who are laughing at us doing this at home. Have a go yourself. It's nowhere near as easy as you might think, and some people especially find it really difficult to go this slowly. Anyone can do this, so whatever your health issues are, there it is, no excuse at all. You can have a go at some version of this. It's a 70% effort rule all the time, so you never ever push yourself beyond that. You should always be able to talk. You should never be getting a big sweat up unless you're working on a really hot day. You know, it's you can do the seated version, which are back in some of my other videos. You're more than welcome to have a look at them. Right, oh, what's everybody saying? Thank you, brilliant. Just found you this morning. Oh, Carol, okay. Loved it. I haven't done Tai Chi for 10 years. Well, it'll soon come back to you. It'll absolutely soon come back to you. I'm only doing the shibashi one set. There's other bits and pieces that I throw in, so different qigong meditations, anything that's kind of useful. But for my students, I'm always looking at anything that can be done standing. I know a lot of people with different health and age-related problems are very concerned and worried about getting up and down from the ground, from the mat. So everything we do here is always going to be standing or seated. And it might give you a kickstart to get back into doing something else. It's a good stepping stone back into some kind of exercise routine if you've let things slide a bit. It might be all you need to do. It's for some people this is enough. It's just enough to keep you moving. You might find some of physio moves you've been given to overcome problems with shoulders, hips, knees, all the bits wearing out. Some of the physio moves will be quite similar to what we're doing with this. So the shibashi set, aim to do at least, if you can, a 6 breath movement. So each of the 18 moves you do for 6 breaths. Try to do it every day if you can. Should take you 15 to 20 minutes. The warm-up I do, use bits from it to suit yourself, whatever you feel you need to work on. So if you get up and you've always got a stiff neck, then concentrate on getting that moving before you start. But don't worry about remembering the whole warm-up set I do. Use bits of it before you go out and do decorating or gardening or whatever it is. You can use the warm-ups at any time. You can use the shibashi set we do as a warm-up for more strenuous activity. Like I said, in the group I've posted a yoga 30-day breathing class that's coming online on the 1st of January that I'm going to be trying to do all through January, because the breathing is very, very similar. And yeah, I'm going to do a Q&A on New Year's Eve, which will be on Facebook Live at 7 o'clock on Thursday. We won't be doing any movement apart from maybe lifting a glass and having a natter. So again, for those of you who don't know how Q&As work, it'll be me sat comfortable, looking at hopefully lots of you popping up and just making comments, giving me something to talk about. And we'll try and keep it going for an hour, but hopefully some of you will come, otherwise it'd be pretty dull me talking to myself. I have put a filter on today, so the eyelashes are the eyelash filter, just in case anybody thinks I've had some mad surgery done over Christmas. Yeah, I hope everyone's keeping well and as active as possible. Remember, I'm here should you need any assistance, so just pop me a message. I can either help, organise help, or point you in the right direction. And have the lovely rest of the holiday. It's going to be quite quiet this week, I think, for most people. What else have we got? Pauline, thank you so much. I'll watch it. Internet's useless. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've even had a couple of issues with it dropping out here. I think BT are doing something locally for other people, but every now and again we get a blip on it. So yeah, quite often this will play back better after the live. So if you feel it's been too clunky and that, just give it 20 minutes to upload. And then have a go. But you can do this anytime, so you can watch this whenever you like. I'm gonna have a go at putting this onto Instagram as well now, so that's my next job. And I'll hopefully see lots of you on Thursday. But if you don't manage to pop on Thursday, have a lovely New Year. Have a glass of something fizzy. And I will see you in 2021. Not back at the halls yet because we are tier 3 now, and we're staying like this for now. So I think until people are jabbed, then we're going to be doing much more of this. I did hear that the Oxford vaccine is supposed to be being approved on Monday. So yeah, today. Yeah. So it should be approved today. So that'll be rolling out as well. So once everyone's got jabbed up and we can safely go back, then we'll be there, won't we? So have a great time, have a lovely New Year, and I'll see you in 2021. Bye.